Morning everyone, and welcome to Marriotts Falls, just out of Mountfield National Park. See the sign behind me there? We're parked in the little car park which is down a side road, sort of 7 k's past the turn off to Russell Falls and Mountfield. We're going to hike into Marriotts Falls, which is a relatively popular walk to a really nice waterfall. Then we're going to head upstream to Upper Marriotts Falls. Now that used to be a well-developed popular track 30-40 years ago, but in the recent decades it's fallen into disrepair and is now pretty rarely visited. So it's a real hidden gem and a spectacular fall. So we'll do Marriotts Falls, Upper Marriotts Falls, gorgeous walk through the rainforest, 2 really nice waterfalls, and it should be about 3 hours return. Not been here in a few years. The trees kind of over there in the plantation have really shot up. So there's a lot of shade around at the start of the walk. But yeah, let's check it out. Lots of water around. There's a lot of snow in the last week, so the creeks are pumping. So this first part of the walk is really pretty because you're just going along the Tayana River and it goes over all these little rapids and cascades. Quite photogenic, albeit not so much when there's this much water coming through, but when it's a bit lower you can get down river level and take a lot of nice photos. So we follow along the river for about 15 minutes now, and the track is about to turn sharply left. Back in the day it used to be a little bit hard to spot this trail, but it's pretty well marked now. A nice marker pointing us left. Now we head through the field and have a bit of a hill, and then we'll go back into the forest. We're back now in the rainforest, the second part of the walk. It's just beautiful terrain around here. Really popular walk around autumn because you get all of the like fungi, all the sort of stringy white bits of fungi all over the ground. And they start popping out April, May sort of time, but obviously in July, we're well past that. It's just waterfall season now. You can still hear the creek down to our right, flowing very strong by the sounds.
Spiderwebs too.
Yeah, Lily has been silly enough to volunteer to go first, so she's cutting all the spiderwebs. Muddy old slippery track as you approach the waterfall, especially after all the rain. Okay, so we've made it to Marriotts Falls. Beautiful spot, 25 metre or so, plunging falls, heaps of water coming through today, and it's just beautiful in the rainforest here. A lot of fallen trees around the base as well, but yeah, still spectacular. Thoughts? First time here?
Pretty cool.
Track in, how'd you rate it?
Nice. Slippery, but nice.
Yeah. The sign at the start says 2 hours return. It's taken us 35 minutes to get here, so yeah, it's not that long of a walk. How many Ks have we done? What's your watch say? 2.2 Ks. So what, 4.5K return, bit over an hour return, not a hard walk by any means. I'll give you a look at the falls. Onwards and upwards now to the Upper Falls. See if Lily can find the track and not fall over. Right, here it is. So the Lower Falls right here, the track back to the cars there, and the Upper Falls trail heads up this way. You can see some footholds, and we climb up the waterfall. Made it to the top now. can see the top of the falls just in there. Trail now heads upstream that way. That's where we just came. Bit of a steep and nasty climb. What do you think?
Fun.
Yeah, looks happy with it. Want to go check out the top? So we've been going upstream for a while now. We've hit the point where you cross over the creek. Just about to fall on top of me. Flowing pretty strong, but there's a bit of log crossing here. And you can see the track on the other side. It's all choked up on this way. Very muddy looking lily going up ahead now. This is a very, very slippery route when it's been raining. We've both got nice wet asses. And then barely 50 metres further upstream, the second creek crossing. This one, a bit of a nicer log bridge. Pretty little cascade along the way, which is a good landmark, because this is kind of the mark where you're only about 3 or 4 minutes from the waterfall. Really cute little spot along the creek. Righto, we made it to Upper Marriotts Falls. We're all nicely rugged up because there is so much mist coming off the waterfall here. Took us like 40 minutes to get up here from Lower Marriotts. Pretty rough, sort of barely a track most of the way, albeit mostly well enough marked. Like we didn't get lost or anything. There's a lot of tapes, so if you can't find the way, go back and you'll be able to work it out, sort of thing. Thoughts? Review.
It's a hard track to get here, but it is surprisingly worth it.
Take that.
Yeah.
Better than the lower falls, I reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the same kind of drop, and then it's got the nice cascade at the bottom.
Yeah. Right, there's a lot of mist, but we're going to see how we go getting some photos. So we're back along the Turner River now on the way back. Pretty awesome hike to be fair. It's taken us about 35 minutes into the lower falls, 40 minutes further to the upper falls. So what's that, 75 minutes each way, 2.5 hours return, plus another hour we spent really between stops and taking photos. Hopefully got some cool shots. Still had a couple of really funky compositions at the upper falls, which hopefully turn out nice. But yeah, what do you reckon of the hike? What's the final review?
Marriotts, just like Lower Marriotts, is pretty good, easy walk. Upper Marriotts, definitely advanced. Like, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But if you're equipped, definitely do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think Upper Marriotts is probably the second best of all the falls around the Mount Field area after Russell Falls. So, and it's kind of nice that you actually have to, it's a bit more of an adventure to get there, because most of the falls around here are pretty easy to get to or aren't that impressive. But to have a really big falls that is accessible but still very much off the beaten track is quite satisfying to hike to. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.